So in general, when we're looking at parabolas, we have two standard forms that we'll consider building our vertex at the point hk. In one case, we have the equation y minus k quantity squared equals 4p x minus h, where this has horizontal symmetry and focus at point h plus pk, directrix at x equals h minus p, and if p is positive, then this opens to the right, and if p is negative, this opens to the left. So this is our general horizontal case. That's another way you can think about whether it's horizontal or vertical is in terms of its symmetry. Meanwhile, for our other case, we have x minus h quantity squared equals 4p times y minus k, which again is built around hk with vertical symmetry, so vertical opening, at focus hk plus p, and directrix y equals k minus p, where it opens up when p is positive and down when p is negative, with these general shapes that we can consider for what we can possibly get from a parabola. Like I said, it's a shape, a pattern, a thing that you should be somewhat familiar with by this point. But to keep building our understanding here, we're going to look at another quick example. So here we want to find the vertex, focus, and directrix of the parabola given by the equation x minus 2 quantity squared equals 4 times y plus 1, then graph the parabola. Well, the first thing we can do is recognize the general form that we're in here, where we have form x minus h squared equals 4py minus k. So we are in that vertical arrangement, which means that if we're going to be finding our focus and directrix, the focus is going to be up from the vertex, and the directrix is going to be down from there, in terms of those p units above and below the center coordinate k. So the first thing we want to do with this is just identify our basic pieces here. Based on the formula we have, that x minus 2 squared, we know that h here is going to be 2. And then because we have k for y plus 1, we get that k... Oh, so I get for saying plus 1 while I'm writing a minus. K is equal to negative 1. And moreover, we will have in this case that p, because we have 4 times p, is equal to 1, because we just have a single 4, as it were. So we have k, h, and p. We can use that to get our other pieces. If we want to get the vertex, well, it's just at point hk. So that will be 2, negative 1. If we want to get our focus, remember that we are moving up p units from the value at our vertex. So we will take the point 2, negative 1 and add to it a p to end up at 2, 0. And then similarly, if we want to get the directrix, what we're going to do is take the y coordinate that we have for our center, y equals negative 1, and subtract from it a single p, which here is just a single 1, to get the line y equals negative 2. That is the horizontal line, y equals negative 2. If you want to take this information and use it to make a graph, you've got some experience making parabolas. The picture here doesn't need to be perfect, but hopefully we can tell that we're going to end up in some sort of pattern like so, where from here, we make our directrix, we make our focus, and we draw that cup shape in between them. And the last thing we're going to look at in this section is a quick application, a non-physical application, mind you, of how we can use parabolas.